Hey, welcome back, everybody. We have another TTM video to show today. TTM autographs are just through the mail. That's all it stands for. And you get them by sending your favorite athletes, celebrities, cards, photographs, balls through the mail, along with a self-addressed stamped envelope. You'll be surprised how many times you can get a return. When we get returns, we come to YouTube, share the information. So let's get right to it. We've got 7 today. First one's coming from Carroll Stream, Illinois. That typically is a good sign, and we usually know who it is, and hopefully it is, and it is Hall of Famer Ryne Sandberg on that 83 Donruss. We just recently got back an 83 Topps from Mr. Sandberg. He does charge. He charges $10 per, and best case scenario is you send him 1 card and 1 $10 bill, or 2 5s. If you try to send him 2 cards and $20 bill, he will only sign one of the cards, keep the 20, and return one of the cards to you unsigned. So stick with that policy, sending 1 card and $10, and you'll get a return signed. His signature is very similar on everything he does. We got that back in 21 days. He's a legend, 2,400 hits, 300 home runs, 10 times an All-Star. 3rd best defensive second baseman of all time. Roberto Alomar is number 2. Bill Mazeroski is number 1. But, hey, top 3, not bad, Rhino. All right, next up, Rochester, New York. 21 days, $10 fee, send 1 at a time. Rochester. We don't get too many from Rochester, that's for certain. Maxie Baughan. Pretty good return right there. Thought he may have signed that, but that's just a smudge where the ink bled a little bit from his signature on that black Sharpie. Don't even know what that card is. Is that a 65 Philadelphia? 65, 66, something like that. He's 83 years old. Sandberg's in the Hall of Fame. Maxie Baughan should be in the Hall of Fame. 11 seasons as a player. 9 times. 9 of those are in the Pro Bowl. So, you tell me. He came back for a 10th season in 1974. He was actually coaching for the Redskins. And George Allen talked him into playing a season. And he played his 12th season in 74 after being retired for 4 or 5 years. He's in the Eagles Hall of Fame. I think he gets he's kind of a forgotten man because he spent half his career with the Eagles and half of it with the Rams. And so when you look at the list of teams, you know, the best Cowboy who's not in the Hall of Fame or the best Steeler who's not in the Hall of Fame, he's not on either one of those lists because he spent half and half. So he's kind of forgotten man, but I think he should be in the Hall of Fame. He's Eagles Hall of Fame, Georgia Sports Hall of Fame, Alabama Sports Hall of Fame, and the College Football Hall of Fame, but not the Professional Football Hall of Fame. So he's got my vote. Next up, Jacksonville, Florida. We've got an index card. We've got Mike McCoy. Mike McCoy, sent him 3. There's his card. It's kind of a testimonial card. He's a devout Christian. Spends his time speaking and raising money for the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Signed that index card too. Really great player. He's a Hall of Famer at Notre Dame, College Football Hall of Fame. He was all everything there. Great defensive lineman. Then was the 2nd overall pick after a guy named Terry Bradshaw, 1970 draft. And he spent about 11 seasons in the NFL too. 7 with Green Bay, as you see there. Good player, 13 days, no fee. 13 days, no fee. Next up, Seattle, Washington. Seattle, Washington. Warren Moon on the rookie. Nice. Warren Moon, Hall of Fame, 06. Did not sign the index cards. That's quite all right. Here's another one that charges $10. He kind of signs in spurts. And there's an open window right now. So if you want him, send him $10. He's 65 years old, and you won't believe his stats. First of all, he played for 23 seasons, 78 to 2000. You say, how is that possible? I don't even know. 6 seasons in the CFL, Canadian Football League, where he won 5 Grey Cup champions, which is their version of the Super Bowl. Then he came to the NFL. He was a 9-time Pro Bowler. Just amazing. Threw for 50,000 yards in NFL, 20,000 yards in the CFL. That's 70,000 yards. 436 TDs total. 241 in the NFL, 144 in the CFL. Canadian Football Hall of Fame, Pro Football Hall of Fame, as he says, 06. Charges $10. I got that back in 17 days. West Palm Beach, Florida. I'm glad to get that one back. First time we've ever gotten from Warren Moon through the mail. Hey, Louis Pujols. I think I saw Media Marauder get him back. That's a crazy signature there. He did it vertically. Not bad, Louis Pujols. Played catcher for a long time, and I got him in, played for the Charleston Charlies when he was in the minor leagues for the Astros. Those great mid-70s Astros, even the AAA team had to wear those stripes. There he is on the, what year is that? TCMA, is that 77? 78, yeah, 78, International League. That's not Wappel Park, that's not where they played, but that looks like it. Then there he is with the Astros. Louis Pujols. Took a while. 93 months there, 92, 93 days. He's 66 years old now. He played for 9 seasons. He made it, a TCMA card. He got called up that same year. Played for 9 seasons from 77 to 85. Never did hit very well, but he was a great defensive catcher. And he's a cousin of future Hall of Famer Albert Pujols. And he became a longtime coach and even managed a season after his playing days. 93 days. This next one's from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Hey, Dan Gable. Pretty sweet there. He's a Hall of Famer. Signed 2 index cards. And those Olympic set cards. That's the first Olympic card I've gotten back since I bought that set. Bought the entire sets and went out a couple of swimmers. And pretty cool. Many believe he's the greatest wrestler the U.S. ever produced. I'll agree with that. Got that back in 8 days. He's in the U.S. Wrestling Hall of Fame. 73 years old now. Definitely one of the greatest coaches of all time. He coached the University of Iowa to 15 NCAA championships. It's kind of unreal if you think about it. Unheralded. Got the Presidential Medal of Freedom last year. That's how good of a person and athlete he was. Sweet. 8 days. No fee. Dan Gable. Last one, Minneapolis. Getting through these pretty quickly. Scott Studwell. Nice. I thought he had stopped signing for a while. Maybe he's back at it. Got 2 of 2. That's all I had. So I sent him a duplicate and he signed them. Thankfully, he's got a great signature. Look at all that blood on his pants. He was a gamer. Great player. Kind of unheralded. Only made 2 Pro Bowls in his career. I was reading up on him after I sent that... after I sent the cards out. Only made 2 Pro Bowls. I mean, he was fantastic. He's one of the 50 greatest Vikings, but you know, if you get 1,000 tackles in your career, you've had a really great career. He had almost 2,000 tackles. I mean, just a tackling machine. Then he went into scouting after his playing days. Finally retired from the Vikings in 2019. I think he spent more than 40 years in the system as a player and as a coach and as a scout. So good for him. Scott Studwell. Took a while. He had stopped for a while. That's about 43 days. Scott Studwell. Maybe he's back. Well, that's it. Under 10 minutes. 7 returns. What do you think? Give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you think about these. Let me know what your favorite was. What? 1, 2, 3 Hall of Famers. 1 a wrestler. Pretty sweet. And 1 should be in the Hall of Fame. Maxie. How about that? Hey, let me know. Leave a comment down below. Let me know. And I'll leave a 1-click subscription right there where you can just click on that icon and then hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell. You'll be notified of all my future videos. I'd like to do this TTM work through the mail autographs on Mondays and Thursdays. We try to anyway. And if you missed last Thursday's TTM video, I'll leave a link right there. You can click and watch it for yourself. Thanks for being with me today, and we'll see you soon.